see the laborer, our heroes past shall never be in vain. To serve with heart and mind, one nation bound in freedom, peace and unity. Peace and unity. Thank you.
We're happy to be here today once again. Last year we were here celebrating the Golden Jubilee of Nigerian independence. Today, ladies and gentlemen, Nigeria is 51. An applause, please. To start with, we have the opening prayer to be given by Pastor Divine. Okay? Let's call on Mr. Nwakoro, please. Give us the opening prayer.
May we rise on our feet, please. Amen.
Amen.
O God of all creation, maker of the world and author of life, your children are gathered here once again to mark the Nigerian Independence Day. We are having this occasion, guide us through, that everything we have today shall be done to the glory of your holy name. In Jesus' name I pray.
Amen. Thank you very much, Pastor Nwakoro. Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing for the national anthem. The national anthem, please. Please be seated. Now, item number 2. We're going to start with the introduction of the executive members. If you hear your name, just stand up for people to see you, then sit again. Executive members, we have the President of Nigerian Union, Milan, Mr. Okuchukwu Stephen.
a person of myself, Al-Hadi Muhammad Khalid Musa. We have the sister Piaro, May Ada Olo. We have the assistant treasurer, Mrs. Sophia Omoro. The financial secretary, Ms. Helen Owen. The assistant financial secretary, Mrs. Edith Uwelefu. And our provost is Mr. Charles Ujoku. The chairman of the Council of Elders is Dr. Ohama Joseph. The secretary of the Council of Elders is Pastor Bruce Idahosa.
Council of Elders, Mr. S.A. Orete. We also have Dr. James Onigo, please. Hello. Mrs. Mary Diamond. The last but not the least, we have Mr. Nat Ehigiato. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, same on item number 2, we have the invitation of special guests to the high table, starting with the President of Nigerian Union Milan, Mr. Okochukwu Stephen. Also, we have the Vice President, Mr. Benedict. We have a friend who is known to all of us. He's a friend to Nigerians here. He's an Italian. He is Mr. Giovanni Peduzzi. Also, we have the president of the Sierra Leonean community here in Italy, in Milan. It's a person of Mr. Hassan. Also present with us today is Chief Charles from Cameroon. Igbo. We are also very pleased to invite in here Mr. and Mrs. Hagen. The welcome address by the Nigerian Union Milan President. I am pleased to call the President of Nigerian Union Milan, Mr. Stephen Okuchukwu.
Good evening, everybody. The Vice President and my fellow members of the Executive Council of the Nigerian Union, the Chairman and members of the Council of Elders, heads of special committees of the Nigerian Union, heads of regional unions, heads of social congregations, heads and representatives of unions from other countries, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, and naturally our kids too. I have the honor, and it's a very big satisfaction, to welcome you all to the activities marking the 51st independence anniversary of our great country, the Federal Republic of Nigeria. I will start by explaining to all of us that are here the meaning of payment of gate fee to come into the hall where we celebrate these our activities today. It is in no way a form of punishment to anybody to ask everybody to pay to come in. Like everybody knows, no project takes off without adequate financing. Our union is a very new union, and we don't have yet enough resources to take care of the activities we do in the union. That is the reason why we asked everybody, including myself, to make this contribution so that this activity of today, marking this independence, could be financed and come to a realization. the future, this type of activity may not be necessary again. I wish to concentrate my discussion with you people today on patriotism, since we are celebrating our independence. In common words, what is expected of every citizen to make the name of his or her country grow up, and the relationship each person has with his fellow citizen are the things we expect when we talk of patriotism. In its simple way, patriotism means everyone's contribution and participation in promoting one's country as well as the components of this country. When you do things like this, we say that you are patriotic. Any other thing apart from this, we will find it difficult to define you a patriotic citizen. Unfortunately, to some extent, what we see today among us does not reflect in any way this concept of patriotism. When we buy paying money, when we buy our fellow citizens, just because these our citizens find themselves in Africa in difficult conditions, looking for a way to elevate their standard of living, we buy them, bring them here, force them, and put them on the street, doing what does not come out of their mind just because we want to make money for ourselves. This is not patriotism. When we see our citizens engaged in open fights in the streets for reasons best known to them, with bottles, broken bottles, with knives, and different types of weapons, this is not in any way patriotism. We know that jobs are scarce, things are difficult. They are difficult to everybody, even Italians. But when we see our citizens by the streets in Milan, many of us must have seen people that carry placards, that carry papers when they write, telling Italians, or telling everybody they see on the road that they represent the Red Cross, they represent motherless babies' homes, and with this they collect money, and this money never gets to this motherless babies' home, asking for money, doing every type of thing, convince them so that they get this money, and this money you don't take them home. This is a criminal act, and this does not define in any way patriotism. We know that many of us, for many reasons, are close to churches and prayer houses. We always go there for different reasons. Among these are for consolation, for words of comfort, for words of hope. But when we see some of these heads of prayers houses take advantage of this situation to manipulate the lives of our citizens with lies, with empty promises and unrealistic provisions, I'm saying some, not all, we feel bad because this is not patriotism. There is a topic I must touch that has come out among us in recent time and is growing very well. That is when some of us have decided to become interpreters or translators to the police, or in various locations become people that give information about our own citizens to the police, so that all these type of people we know that there are people engaged in certain things that are not legal, but it's not our job to send them to the police, send them to prisons. In some cases, when they come out of prison, they are sent home. This is not act of patriotism. Instead, we're supposed to talk to them, inform them of the risk they run, and try to change the mentality they have of that type of life they live. We have lots of our brothers and sisters running away from North Africa because of the crisis we know today. and most of them come to us here, and the Italian government accepts them and gives them asylum status. The government of Italy is doing her part, giving some of them permission to stay here, but that is not all. Some of them still need some help. They need some shoes, they need some dresses, they need work, and above all, they need some advice and orientation. This is what we can call patriotism. I will not take much of the time. I will only advise all of us here that today we are marking our 51st independence anniversary. We have lots of things to do today. We have food to eat, we have drinks to take. We just expect everybody to maintain a very good conduct. I use this opportunity to welcome all of you to this occasion. Thank you very much.
Before I invite the MC of our occasion today, ladies and gentlemen, I'm pleased to announce that here we have one of our Council of Elders members, Mr. Tom Arado. Mr. President, please have a look at this program and be sure it's the same with the one you have, so that we can move at the same pace. It's the same. Mr. President has confirmed the program I have. There is no doubt it was printed by the same computer. You know one good thing about Nigeria is that we are the only country in the world where everything you want is inside. As I just remember that this program was printed by the same computer, I remembered Nigeria. You will find out that Nigerians in Italy, we call it computer. Nigerians in America, they call it computer. The Yoruba man calls it computer. Igbo man, who we want to personalize everything, calls it computer. Then the Hausa man, we call it computer. But whether it is computer or computer, the most important thing is that the program was printed by one computer. Put your hands together for yourselves. It's my pleasure to welcome this very special man, the Vice President of the Nigerian Union, for his very brief speech on the Nigerian Union, Milan. Put your hands together for the Vice President, Mr. Benedict Okafueko. Put your hands together for this man. This is a very patriotic citizen of Nigeria.
Fellow compatriots, special guests of honor, invitees, executives, and members of Nigerian Union Milan. I stand here today, humbled by the tasks ahead of us, grateful for the unity spirit you all bestowed, mindful of the sacrifice borne by the founding fathers of this union, aware also the generosity and cooperation shown so far by elders, especially the ones on the high table. Above all, I am here to brief you on why we are here and the progress made so far. This union has not carried on because of the skills and wisdom of the executive, but because we've unanimously agreed to uphold unity and share among ourselves the love of our nation. For this, we will remain faithful to the ideas of those who have volunteered to be a useful component to LUM. easily or in a short span of time, but we will overcome. Vividly, we can recall that Nuh was born in a period of notorious vacuum and circumstances of popular necessity. It was a long story of restless silence. It all started after a clarence call echoed in Milan, and a committee was formed. Particles were picked from dregs of disunity to lay the foundation of a unity bloc. Bricks by bricks, an interim executive body was structured and its members delivered their best of patriotism. To be brief, Nuh has been existing for more than 1,000 days, recognized by local and international authorities, brought to press awareness far and near, and it has struck a sign over the welfare of Nigeria in and around Milan. Nuh has been a super impact in reforming and structuring the administrative lanes of the National Union of Nigeria Association in Italy, known as NUNA. Nuh has made it possible for some of our children to participate in Italian film production. A big time to really aware for that link. Please can everybody clap for her. Nuh has made the celebration of Nigerian independence an annual feast in Milan, unlike before the union existed. Recently, new committee were structured to ginger the energy of youth in order to lift the burden of many as regard health and welfare, education and information, social, sports and projects. Our progress so far might be few to test expectation of our people. But in reaffirming the greatness of our union, we understand that greatness is not given, it must be aimed. Therefore, our executive will continue to work to reach the peak of our noble vision. Fellow Nigerians, on this day, we gather because we've chosen hope over fear. We have chosen unity of peace over tribal settlements. We have chosen idea with common interests over individual superiorities. We have chosen to work in a combined manner over individual strengths. On these days, we have gathered together as one. We have come to proclaim an end to the disunity among our people in order to construct a unity lane for our youth of today and generation yet unborn. This union is bigger than the sum of our individual ambitions, greater than our different languages and religious practices that have strangled us in different manners. I hereby call on all Nigerians, Muslims and Christians, Jews and Hindus, pagans and the unbelievers, to come and join this union because together we build. Let us come together to build ourselves into the new Nigeria of our dreams. The unity we witness today has been powered by the determination of people far fewer than this great gathering. Special thanks to those elders whose presence and wise support have given this body high credibility in the sight of the larger public. Dr. Onibu, for the high table, Dr. Hama, Dr. Ayambulu, to mention but a few. My greetings to the Italian people in whom land will sojourn. More thanks to fellow Nigerians who are here today for your patriotism. God bless you all, and God bless Nigerian Union Milan, and may God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thank you very much.
Put your hands together for him. We have a group in our midst. This group is a very special group. I was told you back to Africa. They want to bring you back to your origin, to your roots. Because they want to present to us a special play that will make those of us that have not gone home for the past 12 years to remember where we come from. Ladies and gentlemen, why don't you put your hands together as we welcome on stage the Excel Drama Group of Milan. Put your hands together for them, ladies and gentlemen.
Since morning, I've been here waiting for somebody to come and give me something. I don't know what's happening. Does it mean there's no longer any driver in this country anymore? Okay, they must come. Here is the master there. Good evening, officer. Where are you coming from? I'm here for the first place. The first place. I think those are guys just started over there. It's like that. It's like that. Are you sure? Okay, sir. Are you sure this particular is very sure. What is written in this particular? This is scale, and what I'm saying here is G. This is scale. This is scale. I know that. No, sir. I'm sorry, sir. This is scale. This is scale. This is scale. This is scale. Where is your driver's license? Just put my driver's license. Let me see your license. Do that myself. I know myself. So put your let me see. Okay, man. Are you sure that you know this car? I'm not sure. Very sure. You have to work. I'm starting to share room. I'm starting to share room. You make that and I'm starting to share room. I'm sure. Very sure. Don't put it away. That's it. Yeah, I'm working. I'm starting to share room. Okay, no problem. So you are starting to share room. You don't know what to do. What will I do? Hello? Okay, I don't put that. I love you, God. Nigerians. That's why it's half the shepherd. The shepherd in there. They do it in the right. Officer, please, I have to know. I want to catch up. Look, my brother, you can teach me my job. I'll be never the customer. I have to go. You have to go to the station. No. Do you want to say behind now? You want to say behind now? I want to go. Officer, this is a conversation. What is this? I have to go. Hello. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Who am I? You want to know? I overheard you embarrassing this young man. Where has he gone? Who are you to teach me my job?
Really? You want to know? Well, I'm Barrister Ali Amina.
Oh, Barrister. You have to be the brand.
Yes, officer, are you not telling me that bribery is not among your job?
Is this the court of law?
I don't say it is the court of law.
Will you wait for us to get to the court first?
I will not wait.
And you are stopping me.
But you know it's against the law.
Which law?
That molesting this young man.
Which law? Created by who?
By the Nigerian.
Okay. And who are you?
You are mine. Well, as I earlier said, I am Barrister Ali Amina. You just hold on.
How does that affect me? Officer, I have to go. Officer, I have to go.
Hello? Commissioner of Police. There's one.
I never reached the ground. These issues you are crossing here just can happen for us to settle ourselves so that our little needs. Why don't you just leave this boy, connect your path and let me connect my path so that we can go our different ways?
What are we eating here? Bribing is not bribing. No matter how you try to paint it, but what bribing is bribing. I am a citizen of Nigeria. I am proud to be a Nigerian. But we have to stop it from ourselves.
Everybody is proud to be a Nigerian. What is your problem? That's not which
talking about independence. This is what 51 years of our independence. So we have to start from somewhere to stop against bribery and corruption. If we don't stop it, how can we improve Nigeria? Nigeria can never move forward.
Okay, if that is the problem, now tell me what you can do.
Fine, thank you very much. I'm really, really glad. We have to start from you. Because why? Everybody copies from the followers and the leaders. You understand?
Yes.
By allowing your salary to be satisfied to you. Because no matter how small it is, be able to minimize your expenditure.
Mrs. Lawyer, I don't want to call yourself. Look, do you know this beauty I've learned from these people? We go straight to my GPO. From my GPO, you go to the commissioner. From the commissioner to the AIG. And from the AIG to the IG.
Are you not telling me that this value is even from the top?
Yes.
Not from you.
Now, I don't know. I listen myself.
But I will beg you. Let's be one as in honor and honor. Let's love ourselves. Let's do things that is going to improve Nigeria.
Okay,
because we can never compare Nigeria with other countries.
No need for you to speak much longer. What's going to happen is this. Okay, you want me to give you these particulars?
Yes, because he said his particulars are what accurate.
Okay, fine. If I give you these particulars, you are going to be the one to settle me.
Settle you?
Yes.
I cannot settle. I am not against bribery and corruption, and I can never do it.
I will just let it go like that.
Of course.
That's not possible now. I have a lot of debts to pay.
A lot of them?
Yes.
I understand, but all the same, that was what you went for. Nobody wants you to be a police officer.
Definitely.
You decided on yourself to do the job. So, any amount you've gotten, I beg you, please be able to schedule any of your money you've gotten.
I understand everything you're saying. Okay, well, let us see if it will work for the three of us that is here. Because we have millions of Nigerians out there that is doing this thing that I'm doing. I'm not the first, I'm not the fifth, I'm not, I'm just a part and parcel of it, which I'm trying to, systemize myself with it. So, no problem. If you say so, let us see how this is going to work. Okay, you take your driver's license.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Long live Nigeria, long live Nigeria.
Please, you can do better than that. Some of you will come here with goose pimple. That means you have cold. By the time you leave here, you will be sweating. It's not easy.
This still must remain within the club. I'll give this position to my boy. I think my nephew will do that. Isn't it right? I think he's so capable of having that post.
Oh, good day, Lord.
Oh, you're here.
You understand? You called for me, sir.
Make yourself comfortable.
Thank you very much. Thank you, sir.
So, how are you doing?
As you can see, as a teacher, I'm doing quite well. Utilizing my salary whenever it comes. It's never been. But whenever it comes,
You see, that's... I called you here.
really?
Yes. Look, there is this deal that I have to send to you.
A deal?
And you must accept it.
If it is to serve the nation Nigeria, my beloved country, I will humbly serve.
Remember, you're not here to give me moral lesson.
Where is it again? I'm sorry.
Okay. You see, you have to be in the position of educational officer. Yeah, I just received a call right now that a person is required to be in that position, and I think you have to be there.
Commissioner of Education, I will humbly serve my country. I told you that before.
Oh, listen. It's just easy. It's an easy position. I say, dude, you're already there. I'm already there. Just forget about being what to do or not. You see, this thing must remain between us. Do you know how many people outside there who are really going hard to get this position? I said you have to be there because you are provided and you give the 60% and you have the 40%. That's
Uncle, Your Excellency, now I understand the reasoning of this. You are saying that for every allocation that comes to the Ministry of Education, 60% should go back to your personal cost? But of what use will be the 40%? Will that be enough to construct schools? Will that be enough to construct new schools?
Again, no. There you go again. Listen. This is how it works. It's either you fix with us or you go outside and remain poor. Look, it's an offer that you can't refuse. So you think about it. Don't worry. Don't worry. Maybe take some time.
Your Excellency, please.
It doesn't even trust.
Give me a minute. Let me say something to you.
Okay.
But let me decide. So I will be able to drive home my point. Your Excellency, and as my uncle that you are, for this country Nigeria to move forward, we cannot continue in the system of you returning making returns to the political class. The more you continue to do that, the more the masses will remain while being abject poverty. Sitting at your own basic communities. Look at the main road in which you drive your Lexus Street on your Nigerians.
So let the boy remain poor and the rich get rich.
But how long will the nation Nigeria continue like this when we are all selfish and after our own selfish interests? Your Excellency, how long will we continue like this? The boss, I would like, sir, but for the offer and the conditions of it, I have mistake. I have made up my mind to be among those that are the party of the group of the Nigeria.
You have a point there.
Thank you.
Let me see. So how do you think that you and I can make this whole nation, Nigeria, become the best because you represent an offer, a proposal that millions are waiting to get? Come on. You want to change everybody. You think it's easy to change everybody. This is how the game has always been. So do not disappoint me.
Do you remember you told me a couple of years ago before you said you said that begins with a step. Therefore, changing this nation Nigeria or going on for the best of the good of this country has to start from somewhere. From me. From you. And I believe you are not the only one that can do this. If you can say this message to the council of the political leaders, if you can convince one or two, and the other convinces another, and I myself too convince another, there will be a possibility. So please,
it's good. It's okay. I'll give you the second thought.
Thank you. There's just no way station before. And on the other hand, do you remember I told the pledge that we made to this country?
Yes.
Do you remember as well? Can we recite it together?
Okay.
I pledge to Nigeria and my country to be faithful, loyal, and honest. To serve Nigeria with all my strength, to defend her unity and uphold her honor and glory. So help me God. Thank you.
So low, I feel so low. Passing guess just empty. The world I talk to, so lonely. It looks so dry. I'm feeling so to reach you.
Thank you. Put your hands together for him. Please, I want to bring the president back to the microphone because he has something very important to do. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for the president of the Nigerian Union of Milan for the presidential presentation. Put your hands together for him.
This is my traditional presentation of award to some of us that have made special contributions in their field and in our union. But before I call up these four people, let me use this opportunity to thank the people that sponsored this occasion, apart from our great fee. sponsorship. I want to thank the Eldorado Shopping for their contribution too. I want to thank the ProMat Legal Assistance for his contribution too. I want to thank Isabel, Massimo, Joy. Well, thank you very much. I want to thank Alexandra, though she's not here, she made her contribution too. I want to thank the chairman of the Council of Elders, Mr. Dr. Hammer, for his own contribution. I want to thank the Orient African Market of Mr. Godfrey Ogo for his own contribution. I want to thank the Vision Shopping Center of the Vice President from Onsa for his contribution too. I want to thank Style and Company of Dubai for our own contribution too. And I want to thank Mr. Emeka Ide Mokoma for his own contribution too. These are people that make special contribution apart from the gate fee to the success of this activity today. Then I will call on these four different people, these four groups, that in their field of life or in our own union, they have made some contribution this year. This is my personal presentation of their gifts. The first group is the football organizers, Mr. Louis, Mr. Chinedu. Please come up to the stage. Mr. Louis Johnson, Mr. Chinedu manager. Thank you very much. This gentleman, Louis Johnson, with his 3 colleagues in the football club. They have been able to organize our young boys every Saturday. They train. They were able in the last 2 weeks or 3 weeks to organize a football match between the football club here in Milan and the football club of Nigerians in Verona too, which I was present in to witness the match. And the Nigerian football club in Milan was successful, winning 4 goals to 2. Thank you very much. Let me call on Mr. Billy Jones. If he's around, please come up. Thank you very much. This is the head and organizer of Nigerian. For people that don't know him, he is in the entertainment branch. He organizes the nightclubs where our young people go practically every month to ease off the tension and have some enjoyment. He has done this for years, making it possible for Nigerians to always come together and have a lot of enjoyment. Mr. Bibi, thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much. It feels so good because I just want to take a minute from everybody. I remember when we came to this country, 1984. There was nothing like Nigerian Union. There was nowhere you can get Nigerian food, not even to barb your hair. Then I used to have hair. But today, thank God, there's Nigerian Union. There's a lot of Nigerians. All the Nigerians that just came now, they are very lucky because you can meet other Nigerians. Anyway, thank you, Mr. President, for honoring me, and I appreciate it. Thank you, everybody. I'll see you later tonight.
Let me call on Mr. DJ Bright too. This young man, in the past 1 year, I've seen him in many occasions. They call him to make teachers. Sometimes he goes without even collecting money, just to see that the show goes on. Mr. Bright, thank you very much. Among my guests, I want to call Madam Angela. I know that many people don't know her. She makes food and sells to most of our people in the zone where we work. We see her every day from January to December. makes this food. It's not every time that she makes the food that people give her money to take, depending on who has and who does not have. I have observed her for 1 year, more than 1 year, and she has been doing this work with a great lot of satisfaction and meaning. Please, I have one more person on my list. It's the last person I will call on my list. She got this present last year, and she continued giving the contribution to our union the way she has always done, that made her win it last year. And she has been doing it. She makes a lot of adverts, bringing many people into the union, explaining to people sometimes some lines of actions that we have that people don't understand. She goes around doing this, explaining to them. And we consider this a very big contribution to our union. Madam Stella, please come on.
There is nothing high about a poor man. That's why I don't want to be poor. Why? If a rich man lives in a society, it's a high society. If a rich man wants to play music, it is high life. If they want to give him chieftaincy title, it is his royal highness. If a rich man wants to be sick, it's high blood pressure. But a poor man, everything is low. Low sperm count, low blood count, low blood pressure. And even when Jesus wanted to speak to the poor people, he said, "Lo, I am with you." Put your hands together for the Secretary General of the Nigerian Union as he gives us the history of the great nation, Nigeria.
Good evening, everybody. Special thanks to you, Mr. MC. The honorable guests of honor, the President of Nigerian Union, Milan, my Vice President, Obafueko, special guests from African countries, my elders, and members of the High Table. Ladies and gentlemen, and fellow citizens of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, I am here to give you a history of Nigeria. But I want to start by sounding a note that the history of Nigeria is so big and so large and cannot be given even within this gathering. However, I'll give you a brief summary of Nigerian history so that we will be aware and also be acquainted even more so with the reason why we are gathered here today. Fellow Nigerians, Nigeria is 50 years old today as a sovereign modern nation. And here we are gathered to celebrate the independence of Nigeria, the 51-year independence, Therefore, the big history of Nigeria is linked with the larger history of Africa, and the larger history of Africa is linked with even the eternal history of the entire mankind. This history of our great nation is well known and need not to be told in detail, but for this happy assembly, I'll give a little summary of the mighty whole. The name Nigeria is taken from River Niger, a great river that runs across even the entire length of West Africa. Nigeria has a total territory area of 920 square kilometers with a population of about 180 million people. And Abuja is the capital of Nigeria today. Nigeria was formed in 1914 with about 250 ethnic groups of Africa. Nigeria eventually got independence from Britain in 1960. And Nigerians since then have seen a mixture of civilian and military leadership. And today we have President Jonathan Goodluck. Nigeria is a nation of immense human and material resources with a variety of geography, religion, and culture. Nigerians practice a mixture of traditional and modern state socio-political system. We have constitutional presidential government with 3 layers of governance: the federal, the state, and local government. Nigeria has been making progress in human and infrastructural development. General education and awareness have risen over the years. And today, Nigeria is one of the major powers of Africa and also plays important roles among the international community. Nigerian role can be seen among the ECOWAS nations, among the African Union, the United Nations Organization, the OPEC, and the last but not the least, the Commonwealth of Nations. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a brief introduction of Nigeria as we know it today. My fellow citizens, but there are questions to ask. And these questions must be asked. First, how is Nigeria today? Second, are things the way it's supposed to be with Nigeria and in Nigeria? Yet another, what can I do for my nation and for my people? Is there any crucial duty even for you? Is there a little role for me? And I want to sound a note, ladies and gentlemen, that even the President of Nigeria has no right to build Nigeria all alone. And this means that the duty of nation building is the best right of every citizen of Nigeria. The great Nigeria of our collective vision is not in a distant land, but lies on the soil of our forefathers. Nigeria is extended also to wheresoever you find a fellow citizen, even outside Nigeria, on the face of this earth. Nigerians and Nigeria have the powers and opportunities to be whatsoever we want, not just what we wish to be. Therefore, I call upon the citizens of fellow countrymen and women to wake up and see the new Nigeria. And I want to tell you that when the new Nigeria rises, you will see a new Africa. And when the new Africa rises, you will see the new world of free men and women. Thank you very much, fellow Africa. Thank you, Italians. And thank you, men and women of all nations. Even as I complete this speech. God bless Nigeria and long live the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thank you very much.
If we ask a question from your seat, you can assist your child before he comes here. If he gets the question correct, he gets a prize for that. Okay, let's start. Question number 1. Listen very carefully. Question number 1. When did Nigeria gain independence? Here we are.
1960.
He said 1960. An applause for him. There's a gift for you. Question number 2. What is the capital of Nigeria? What is the capital of Nigeria? Question number 3. Before Abuja became the capital of Nigeria, what was the capital of Nigeria before then?
Lagos.
An applause, please. It's a bit difficult, I don't know. How many states are there in Nigeria? How many states are there in Nigeria? An applause.
hands together for them. Put your hands together